Welcome everyone, my name is Phantom. Now if I sound like a squid, it's because, I don't know what that means, it's because I have a cold. So once again, today we're talking about the future of Treyarch's zombies, so Call of Duty 2018, which really seems like far away, but to be honest it's not, and we could see teasers from the comics in the next few months. We could see teasers with new stuff added to Black Ops 3, and it's really up in the air, right? People don't know where we're going, what's going to happen, if it's going to be a continuation of some sort of story that we've had before, if it's going to be something completely new, if Treyarch are going to completely change zombies as what we know it. However, I've come across some new information. However, it's still speculation, and I'm not saying that this is leaked information, I'm just saying information in Black Ops 3 that has really been overlooked, which hints as to what's going to happen in their next game. Now, time and time again, I've said we'll see the Origins characters in some shape or form in Black Ops 4, World at War 2, whatever you want to call this game, whatever you want to refer to it as, we're going to see them in some way. I've talked about an Origins remake, which once again we'll talk about. So let's get to this new information and talk about where we are going, and I'm just going to go with 90% sure this is what's going to happen in the next game. So first off, we're going to look at the Revelations Easter egg ending cutscene and listen to something that Monty says, something that Monty tells us, which has sort of been overlooked.
They're from realities we've already closed off. They shouldn't be here. They can't be here.
From realities we've already closed off, and he's talking about the blood from Mob of the Dead. So what does this mean? This means that the universe where Revelations takes place, now if you're not into the story, don't worry, this is simple. They've been closed off, right? So the only universe, or maybe not the only universe left, but Monty's universe, his perfect world where the house is, that's completely safe, and everything else has been, as he says, closed off. So imagine this. Every single map you know about, you've ever played, are in different universes, and then there's Revelations on that universe. Monty has told us that they have been separated, they've been closed off from each other, so they've been pushed aside. So like Der Eisendrache, Shadows of Evil, Zetsubo, Gorodkrovi, and all the maps from previous games, all of those have been pushed aside and have been cut off from Monty's perfect world. Now, that doesn't mean destroyed. That they've been closed off, it still means they're there, it still means they exist.
I suppose I could make a little corner somewhere in history. A place where I can dump some of the other shit that I've left over.
So then, there's Monty saying that he's gonna put them in some random corner of the closed off universes. Or, yeah, something like that. That sort of makes sense, I guess. So look, I've done an amazing diagram here. So there is Revelations, and it's been cut off with that red line, right? And there's Monty's perfect world, and then down in the corner is where he sends us, right? When after he says he'll send us to a corner of the universe, down there is where we go, to the site of Origins. So what do we do when we're there? Well, you see our characters lift up the staffs, and then they get cheered by all those knights because they're fighting the Apophicons, right? This is the Great War, the big war, where the knights and the Primis characters, which are the characters there, they fight and they kill the Apophicons back in time. And then, what happens to them after that? So I bet in YouTube comments or in YouTube videos you've heard people say, oh, well, they die, and then later on, a few hundred years later, they're born in time for World War I, where they all meet, and then Origins happens, and the whole storyline is a cycle. Well, we don't know that happens, we're just guessing that happens. But I've got some information talking about that, no, that doesn't happen. So on the map Der Eisendrache, or Revelations, actually, I can't remember, but there is a cipher from the king of the Der Eisendrache castle, and he says that he fought in the Great Battle. So that battle on the Origin site with Primis, he fought there with them, and then they tell him to build a castle in Austria so the Eisendrache can happen, and then he says they disappear. So our characters, our Primis characters wearing the robes with the staffs disappear, right? that doesn't mean they die. They disappear all the time when we travel from universe to universe. So Dr. Monty's put them in a corner of the universe. That is classic Blundell, but no one's picking up on it. None of the big YouTubers, and I know only a few people are going to see this video and get this message. So the message is, that's Blundell creating a story without Monty, because Monty has sort of messed up the storyline. So if Monty has put us in our own corner and he's locked in his perfect world, we don't ever have to see or hear from him again, but our storyline can continue in this little corner. I mean, there could be tons of maps continuing a new storyline but with the same Primis characters in this little corner where Monty dumped the random crap that he didn't need anymore. I mean, so there you go. The story's, I'm pretty damn sure it's going to continue, but we don't know if there's going to be a completely new story. We don't know where the maps are going to be set, but I'm just pretty damn sure it's going to continue. So share this video with people who would enjoy it so they can learn about what is probably going to happen. Leave a like, comment down below if you agree with me, and thank you for watching.